I'm Miss Osterhoudt. This is my sample lesson. So today, after we've done a little bit of discussion, we're going to go over priorities, dramatic irony, and impact connected with the movie Jaws, because this is a film as literature class. So the first thing we've got, and class, be sure to interact with me, because that's what they said. Hopefully you won't just sit there and giggle. On your paper, what do you have for some of the things that the people requested of the chief of police?
Close the beach.
Did anybody come to him and request him to close the beach?
No.
No. What's that? No, they were coming to him with, somebody's parked in front of my house, or this building needs to be repainted. So in the first scene, when it opens up and we're introduced to the chief, he's sitting there taking all these complaints from the people. Now, he came in from New York City, right? So what kind of complaints was he used to? CSI New York, what kind of complaints? What do they deal with? Death. What else do you hear about with New York City? Robbery. So they're talking about murders and robbery and great big things like that is what he's used to. And he goes to this little town and somebody's talking about something needs to be painted or somebody's parked in the wrong spot. And so that's what they were complaining to him. And what was he concerned with?
Shark.
Yeah, he was concerned with a person who had died because of a shark attack. And did he want to let that information out right away? Why? Why not? What did he have to find out first before?
There was really a shark.
Right. If the attack, they know the person was missing, and they had to determine if that person really died of a shark attack. So that's what we have with the complaints. And then, so the townspeople, their complaints were seemingly minor things. Things to the chief that he didn't really take seriously because he was worried about this person who had died and why that person died. Tell me a little bit about the council versus the chief. What was their conflict over?
He wanted a close the beach.
Right, who? The chief, right. He wanted to close the beach. Why did he want to close the beach?
Because the shark was in it. And
Okay. Okay. So he wanted to close the beach. He was afraid of the shark and what was happening. What was the deal with the town council?
They didn't want to
They don't want to
because
close
they
it.
would lose money.
Right. Leave beach open. Money. Right. And how did Amity make their money? How did the town make its money?
By the visitors.
Yeah, by the visitors, by the people who came for the beach, came to swim, and what big holiday was coming up?
4th of July.
4th of July. So they didn't want to close it down for the 4th of July. They wanted to make sure that it was open so that the people could come, that people could enjoy themselves and spend the money. So here, what's the difference in priorities between the townspeople and the chief? What's the chief's big, what's that? What's the difference in priorities? What's the chief want?
Open.
To keep people safe.
Right, the chief, his main job is to keep people safe. And so that's what he wants to do. And the townspeople were more concerned with their comfort and with getting money. Questions on that?
No.
Let's move on to dramatic irony. What's dramatic irony?
When the shark was in the going back and they're on the boat drinking.
Okay. Yeah, so that's an example of it. What's the definition for dramatic irony?
When the audience says something that the characters do.
Yeah. So we've got audience, and particularly with the video, we see it. Audience sees something the characters do not. So the class, or the example I used in class was somebody would come up behind somebody with a knife, and if you're watching a murder mystery, you don't see it. In this movie, we saw the shark approach when the guys were drinking. What other examples of dramatic irony?
When the chief sees the shark when he's like throwing blood on the beach, and then the other two didn't because they were doing something else.
Okay, so when one person saw it and the others didn't, right? Or we've got the boat's going forward and you see the shark chasing them and the people in the boat are unaware of it. Any other examples? No thoughts? You got it all? Okay, so that's a good solid one. So everybody has their, how many did I ask for? There are two examples of dramatic irony.
Yeah.
Do you have, what's one of your examples, or are these? You wanna give us one of your examples?
The shark attacking the boat and everything falling off of the cabinets and the shark is trying to get it back to him.
Okay. And so right before that attack hits, we, the audience, see it. We're prepared for it, but the audience isn't. Are there? What are some of the things in the movie that have happened that we weren't prepared for?
Shark hitting the cage from behind.
Yeah, shark hitting the cage from behind. What about, what else? I don't want to do all the talking. How about when they found that fishing boat that was sunk and that head fell out?
Oh, yeah.
That surprised anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, I
Just like this.
remember that from when I saw Jaws in the movie theater. But anyway, that totally dates me. Okay, any other examples of dramatic irony? Okay, are we good? We can move on?